Hey y'all, today we're going to be talking about our plans versus God's plans for our life. And I want to read Proverbs 16, verse 9, and then Proverbs 19, verse 21. This is what Proverbs 16, verse 9 says: A person's heart plans his ways, but the Lord determines his steps. And then 19, verse 21 says, Many plans are in a person's heart, but the Lord's decree will prevail. And basically, these verses they're just talking about how we can have these plans set, and we can always set these goals to try to achieve. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be God's God's plan, and it's always going to be God's plan. And whether it's your plan set along with His plan, then good, that's great. But if your plan isn't the same as his plan, you have to look deeper, and you have to ask God to see from his point of view and from his perspective, because it's kind of like how a parent is whenever they're trying to protect their child from something. So say say that your child, say, okay, if you don't have a child, just imagine, but say your child is they're trying to get something that they want, or trying to go and do something that they want, or trying to talk to someone that they want to, but as a parent that that's not the best decision for them. That's not in their best interest. And so you're like, no, you can't do that, you can't talk to them, or you can't have that. And kids being kids, they're gonna talk back, they're gonna try and argue and make you understand where they're coming from, but as their parent that that's not going to be in their best interest. So you set the ground rules, and you're like, no, this is what's going to happen, this is what you're going to do. And at the end of the day at the end of the day, uh, you set the rules, and you set their plans for them. And they're mad and they're angry, but later on down the road, they come to realization that what you had and planned for them was in their best interest. And that's what God tries to do with us, because we're God's children and He is our Father. So I whatever plans that you have set in stone, and say those plans don't come to work out, just ask God to help you have an open heart, and have open your eyes, and to see from His perspective. Because I have a story to say. Back in January, me and my husband, we got told some news that we might be leaving and getting stationed somewhere else to just get for his job and stuff like that. And then come the end of February, I think it was, we got some news that we wouldn't be able to move and get out of our hometown, because we got two extra kids living in our house. And uh, because of that, we were not able to move, even though that's something that we both really wanted. And but at the end of the day, God had other plans, and it has been such a blessing in disguise to have these kids be with us. And you just have to thank God, because like, what happens if we did, me and my husband and our son, what happens if we did move somewhere and something seriously happened to like one of our loved ones, or like friends or something? At the end of the day, it's always going to be God's plans over our plans. So you just got to learn to trust God in the process, and lean on God's understanding. Ask Him, say, God, please help me to see from your perspective and from your point of view. And he will open your eyes, and He will open your heart, and you just have to ask and receive it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video.